In the ring we stand tall, words of blades that never fall, debated warriors brave. Every thought we give and save. In the ring we stand tall, words of blades that never fall, debate like warriors brave. Every thought we give and save. Through the noise we cut clean, spirited mind sharp and keen. With a spark that lights the night, join us in this epic fight. Welcome to the Spartan Arena, where minds clash and thoughts gleam. In the heat of every word, truth and insight will be heard. Buckle up and take your stance in this arena. There's no chance to escape the fight by lore. Dive in deep in the search for more. From heartfelt talks to fierce debates, we explore what fate creates. Side by side we seek the light. In the dark our minds ignite. Welcome talks to fierce debates, we explore what fate creates. Side by side we seek the light. In the dark our minds ignite. Welcome to the Spartan Arena, where minds clash and thoughts gleam. In the heat of every word, truth and insight will be heard. Buckle up and take your stance in this arena. There's no chance to escape the fight by lore. Dive in deep in the search for more.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
How's it going,
Welcome.
ladies and gentlemen?
Welcome to another episode. We're in the middle of the week. I hope everybody's surviving whatever madness this country put it us through. So I'm hoping we entertain you with some information and fact. But we're gonna have fun over here. So how's everybody doing? This is CBN Tech Talk, aka Black David, aka Bear Paw, with my co-host, this is Wally, aka Dallas Firebond, aka that shady ass lawyer, aka I got your ass.
I wouldn't
How
I
you
wouldn't
doing?
call myself AK shady ass lawyer. I would call myself the combative technicalist. Because again, we will
Yeah,
stand
you
on
come
these
back and you
words.
technical. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you right now, if you come over here on this show, right? If you want to debate us on anything concerning any anime, stick with your facts, stick with your receipt, and let's stick with the truth. Words got meanings. Okay? It does. So you're not gonna have nobody come up in here and they're making up an excuse. Good evening, Marina. How you doing? Where do you from? Oh, okay, I don't know. So anyway, today's a very interesting subject. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. We are touching on a new. I can't say it's freshly new, but one of the hottest anime right now, which is shocking. It beating up my OG anime, One Piece. Um, First and foremost, I ain't little. Let's be real here. I am 6 foot tall. I'm a beastly of an old school OG man. There's nothing little about me. Right? There had to be another name. You can't call me Drax. I ain't Drax either. I ain't Dave Batista. If I was Dave Batista, then I feel sorry for you guys when you get me triggered. Ain't trying to be him. I'm gonna be like Jacob Fatu, all gas,
Yeah,
no
that I
brakes.
mean, yeah.
Yo, I like his promo. That's
Bruh. that catchphrase
his
is beautiful.
promos are so disrespectful. And like, you fit in what you fit in. Either I get it with you or without. I'm like,
It is. Yeah.
hey, say no more. Say no more. Yo, I wonder how many people have watched Solo Level. This is one of the hottest anime. I didn't expect it to be this hot, to be honest. I'll tell you the truth. I read the manga first before they aired out the anime. It had a very unique storyline. I'm telling you, it had a very unique storyline. But what shocked me is that when you read the manga and you want to picture in your head how the fight thing gonna look, if you're a very detailed person, you try not to go too overboard, right? Okay, fine. So they produced season one. Season one came out the gate with everybody. Oh, I didn't open my. No. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. My Discord is on, and I need to like turn it off a bit. Get notification to everybody send me something. Thank you for letting me know about that one. And I don't think coming from the speaker from my PC, not PC laptop that is. Let me turn this one off too. Like, goddamn. No, real talk. This anime, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not watched Solo Level, right, I will give you a thought advice. Look for the manga first. Read it. You finish almost reading the whole, not the whole manga, but past chapter 100, watch the first season and ask yourself if the first season live up to the expectation you expect to be. But this anime, I'm not gonna lie to you. This anime, it got people talking about it. Like, real talk. Season two, we'll talk about another time. Got me pissed off with the American audience. And some of the content creators all agree that some of the American audience don't know what they talked about. I want the episode being the worst episode possible. And I was like, that's how critical this anime is. But season one, ooh, it opened a door for a lot of audience. I'm gonna read it for you. Introduction. So Love One is also known as on the eye level of and is a highly popular anime adaptation of the web novel by Chungu and the manhwa illustrated by W. United Studio. The first series produced by A1 Pictures showed that two popular Sung Jin-Woo running from the weakest hunter to the unstoppable force. Yeah, that was his name. I hate to say this. The hat. Well, yeah, I don't know how you can watch that show, right? Give the weak name, the weakest hunter on earth. Cat. When you mention that cat for everybody, any country know who that is. That is stamped on your name. And I hate it. I'll be real with you. I need to be real here. But I saw that next thing. The first thing came to my mind is Goku was lucky. You know why I mentioned these characters? Naruto from the Naruto Shippuden franchise, whatever. Look at the very beginning. He didn't have that type of thing. Goku wasn't all that strong. He didn't have that type of nickname either. I watch a lot of anime. Whenever they give you a nickname like that, that is why they help me out. Help me out.
I mean, look, if you watch the anime, I'm not gonna lie. When they said that he became a hunter, I was literally sitting back and like, okay, I see what everyone else can do. What is this dude's favorite skill? There was none. He's a hunter with no skills, no attribute, literally no skill set. I was like, huh? How are you a hunter yet you have no particular skill? You're not a healer. You're not a power manipulator. You're not nothing. You're
Oh,
just
and I'm glad you said that. Please explain to us in this genre, there are different classes, of them, right?
yeah. There's
Where did
E
you fall
all
in?
S rank.
He at the bottom of the bottom.
He is literally he is no rank. He's just not. Literally, he had no skill. He had none. How are you to consider a hunter with no skill? But again, but you know what? I think that is the unique beauty of it. Like it's the comedy factor, but at the same time, it's like the hunt factor within the understanding of, okay, maybe this is the reason why. Because if you watch the anime, right, especially I think it's like the very first or second episode, they literally show you like they go into this cave that had a further destination, and let's just say this. He had a very brutal, ugly moment ritual that put him in a nice space to prove himself later on.
Hold on. Let me stop him right there. He said brutal. I'm gonna be blunt and honest. Brutal, disrespectful, no gas, no all gas, no break. Bitch slapping, pimp, pimp
Forget
slapping.
that. They wasn't no
Experience.
pimp slapping and bitch slapping. No. There was just
No, I had to compound on it because it's a path. It was more like saying, I think this is your moment where you might want to just leave the world because not only you the weakest, you the most shittiest. Everybody gotta carry your weight. You can't carry your own weight. Why go join a team if you can't even carry your own weight? And you have to get a B class girl to constantly heal your weak behind every moment. Thank God if you get a kill. The weakest magical beast is a goblin, and yet a goblin is still talking to him. The weakest goblin can still whoop his ass.
but I think that's the beauty of it all, right? Is like you had no
Yeah, but that
skills. You
beauty,
only had perseverance. I think literally, like the only perseverance
look,
he
but
had, literally, I think the only power he had is knowing deep down inside he is a sicko. He's literally a vindictive sicko that has a
yo,
vendetta.
here's the thing. This anime got me confused from episode 1 and 2. When you get an awakening, that was the term. When you get an awakening to become a hunter, you should have some kind of ability, something, right? Something you can build up from, right? Right or wrong. This one, when he got awakened with no gas. He got awakened with an empty tank.
With no toys. Not even a simple laser beam. Come on, like that's how sad that
The
is.
way they describe this dude, whenever they go to the dungeon with the crew, say getting pimp slapped, he is the one that even the wicked magical beat, they live it for him to at least get something, and he still get his ass whooped. They had to what? Should we? We gave him the wicked magical beat. He should be able to kill them, but it doesn't make no sense. And he still getting his ass whooped. Like seriously, like, what's up? You have Hunter trying to filter out all the strong beats and give you the weakest one, at least get an easy kill. And that's not even good enough.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. That's the beauty of it, right? Because I think the only real ability he really had was adaptability. I think that's the real power he had, even though they flatlined him to 0. Because think about it. As he progressed in the series, you literally have to progress.
You didn't have to mention that they're flat.
I mean, they did flatline them. They literally flopped him to 1%. Like, let's be real. His adaptability was 1%. Like, that's how sad that is. But again, that's how interesting that is, because it showed you the dimensions of how far he has to go.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. Let me read this set because even just thinking about it, I had to feel sorry when I was watching the anime.
I mean, like,
I was like,
think of it like this. You know
like,
how bad it is? This is how bad he is as a character. For all of you out there that know Pokemon, do you know Shedinja? Only 1 HP. That's how worse it is. You had to have an ability to protect you, and he don't have nobody to protect him. He's a walking contradiction of I slap you, you're dead.
oh damn.
That's how worse that is. That's how bad that is. Just one slap. One wrong ability. That's so effective.
I know this show gonna be an interesting show because I haven't even done with this. Got into the setting and we just thinking about the first episode. It was that.
Look,
I never see an anime that makes you want to have a high level of pity for the main character.
I'll even go further.
High level.
You know what he's the equivalent of as a Pokemon? He's Smeargle. Literally, Smeargle has to adapt by copying techniques just to be able to find survival.
No. I hope it don't go viral. Somebody took what you just said and like, yo, can you hear this? Can you hear these people saying how Sung Jin-Woo beginning stage was compared to the weakest Pokemon? I'm like, God damn, they're like damn, son.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you do that. But that how the first 2 episodes make you feel like, yo, like I understand you were trying to create a character, but you actually literally shitted on him. Literally. The healer was actually babysitting him in the dungeon raid. Never heard of my life. I've seen a lot of dungeon raid, anime or TV show, whatever you want to call it. But to have a healer who had to babysit a hunter who had that ability, he can heal more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? How you say it? This the person who go in the hospital quicker than you come back out and still beat you to the hospital. Right after they got out of there and went right back in again.
Yep.
Wow. Whew. Setting. In a world where gate connect to the earth to monstrous dungeon, human core hunter are awakened with power to fight these threats. Okay, let me start there. Here that say human core hunter are awakened with power to fight these threats.
Again,
Can somebody explain to me how? Can somebody explain to me how he's awakened to be a hunter and he got shit?
And that's the hilarious joke of it all. He was waking with nothing other than adaptability. That's literally the only power he has, adaptability. Because you had to adapt to get better.
That is
the underlying.
What that anime when he came into the world and he cannot speak regular and he had to speak monster language and they gave him the worst quirk because it was leftover. There's like 2 or 3 anime like that that came out before this,
about it, right?
Whereby you were left with leftover ability that nobody wants. You gotta make something out of it. But this one ability, you can't make shit out of it.
But see, this is why I compare them to two Pokemons. Think of it like this, right? Solo is what did that solo means? It means just one. Which is why I said he's Shninja. Only 1 HP. Leveling, you have to adapt. This is why I say this one character power
But
is
here's the thing.
adaptable.
They did a, like, if you see the thing, with a hunter are ranked from E weekend to S rank, right? Now, I don't want to sidetrack too much. There's actually a game called Solo Leveling, right? And they did something. They did an actual rank to the S, to the S, to the double S, and then the double SR ranking. Among all the E ranking, he's the weakest of the E rankings. If one thing you upon the lowest class, but you're the lowest of the lowest class.
Forget this. He's not even E rank. He is literally just
Negative E.
not even negative E. I mean, you have to put him in his own rank.
F. I just fucked.
Literally. Literally. Because there's no way. There's just no way.
Oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, Autumn, but the thing is, you have to watch to see where we're coming from. The first 2 episodes is almost like saying we don't want to. You want to say it, but he ain't shit. He's the ain't shit hunter.
I mean, at least he's fighting for something,
say,
but
I know how you say yeah ain't shit N word. Yeah. He's the ain't shit hunter from the beginning. And I would try to figure out what the author would do, because what you did right here, you son husband him. Wally, am I wrong?
just
Was he not son husband on the first episode?
just the first episode. Just the first episode. He was son and mother the first 2 episodes. Let's be real about that.
Yeah, because the way it came out, the way it was looking, I was like, not only he worked in a stuff, you need a higher ranked female to babysit him, and she cannot even barely fight. You are the man, and she had to protect your behind. She had to help you in your battle. And still, after how many dungeons you have done so far with them, and you still haven't moved much of an inch.
But as they acknowledge, once you're a particular rank, that's where you're at. So as a normal hunter, you can't really grow. It's like the moment you're tagged, that is your behind. You tagged. But unless you're like others, aka himself, after the rebirth, well, you're just a special case.
Oh god. The second episode is when his turnaround was beyond brutal. I was thinking to myself, like, is this the only way that you can change your life around from an extreme rock bottom to the extreme negative? Like, I don't know.
Wait, can we change the layout?
Say episode 1 to 3, The Rise of the Wicked Hunter, right? Sung Jin-Woo is a E rank hunter. Correction. I'll add it to it. Sung Jin-Woo is the negative E rank, aka F rank hunter. I know it's not in the anime, but
I mean, we may as well just call it F rank. What's the point? He's in a class on his own.
Yeah,
like, what are we doing here?
And he was, see, here's the thing I forgot. He was known as the world. I forgot. I thought he was the world weakest. That is the worst title you could give any hunter. The world weakest. Despite this, he keeps hunting to pay for his sick mother hospital bill and support his sister. Let's do the math of this.
All right, David's frozen, ladies and gentlemen. David's frozen. Okay, he's back.
Oh shoot! I went to lose connection just a while ago.
Okay, well, you're back now.
I need to get that PT fixed, so I don't know what's going on with that one. I don't know how that happened. Like I was trying to say earlier before I lost connection, what he was dealing with his skill set was no different from him flipping bugger and making money to pay for his mom hospital and take care of his sister. That's how bad it was. It was really that bad. And the episode 2 was what scared the hell out of me. They got to a dungeon that ended up being a hidden double dungeon. And looking to the anime, when you're in a double dungeon, it's not good news. That is not good news. It's one thing you're dealing with monster in a regular dungeon, but you end up finding out it's another dungeon within the dungeon. That was like suspicious. So a part of him didn't want to go in, but he needs some more money. He needs to get some kills, so he hope he can find something. So during the dungeon raid with the other hunter, they discovered a hidden double dungeon inside a Steven dungeon. Now I hate to say this, that dungeon was a nightmare. But in the double dungeon, they were facing terrifying statues that moved and killed anyone breaking sacred truth. Now, here was the effed up thing about it. This double dungeon survival rate was extremely low.
I mean, I'll say this: it was extremely low. Even the fact that this was a C-rated dungeon, which is funny because it's a C-rated dungeon, but the terrors that they had to felt was literally S-tier dungeon. Oh my god! I'm talking about the fear that they have seen was literally abominable.
And you see this face right here in the presentation? This was extreme trolling what was going on. Wow, they be losing their limb, losing their life. You see this now on a statue like this, like
This is just sickening. But it was so crazy. But it was so crazy because the moment that they went inside and the doors closed right behind them, I already knew. Yeah, most of y'all ain't gonna make it alive. More likely, all of y'all won't make it alive because you're all.
no one supposed to survive.
I'm surprised I'm surprised those statues allow some of them to walk away.
But you know why? The last stage, when they got all the flame light up,
Yeah.
it would show one person had to stay behind.
Oh yeah. No, that was true because again, this is why it was funny because they did because I remembered when I watched it, right? The moment you walked in, the number one thing you will notice as soon as you watch this anime, there was a big tablet with writing on it. Look, I'm telling you right now, you walk in somewhere, you see a big tablet, you better read that son of a bitch. Because boy, the moment you look around your surroundings and realize, wait a minute, we got these statues, there's a tablet with writing, and there's nothing else in here, you better realize, you better read that fast, and better figure it out.
Now, here's the joke. I was saying this. I know it sounds shady. Imagine a couple of American hunters who are ignorant, who don't like to read shit, walking to that double dungeon. What would the chance of them surviving?
You said American hunters?
Yeah.
We just saw the main character can barely handle wolves and goblins. What are we talking about here?
That's my point. That's how effed up that double dungeon was. I saw that they were ignoring the tablet and not reading it and paying attention to detail. That's it. Imagine what Americans would enter this dungeon. No one coming off alive. Everybody dead. Clean.
And could even make things worse. This was the crazy part, right? The people end up saying, by the time they end up rescuing Sung and everyone else leaving, they try to come back to find the dungeon, and the dungeon disappears. How does a big ass dungeon with those statues in pretty much that ritual platform just up and magically disappears?
And I'll be honest with you though, I cannot watch that thing too many times when I saw with how much brutality that those who did not survive and him went through. I was like, I asked myself this question: Be real. Will I put myself through all that just to get some extreme unlimited power? Sorry, Peter. F no. I was about to take the whole complete word. I was like, nah, that.
I mean, it
while it
depends.
while it ain't no time, we are black folks. We black folks want to go through all that brutality just to get to unlimited power, knowing that the pain will mess up your brain cell, and your brain will tell you, "F it, I have enough." Dude, he lost a limb. He know he can't go nowhere.
But notice, even with losing a limb, they throwed him right there on that tablet right there.
And just yeah.
Yep, but he made that wish. That's what I'm saying. They did not read that tablet. That's what I'm like. Y'all don't understand what y'all were signing up for. Y'all should have read that damn tablet because it would have saved your life.
Well, he was the chosen king and went through all the brutality because I was like,
that's the point. But that's the whole point. That's what I'm saying. His power, literally, his power is just adaptability at the lowest form. Because he's the only one that was willing to adapt through it all.
dude, if they want to do a live action version for this, I will not trust.
I feel sorry for whoever got to feel that.
I don't trust the American version. I will trust the Japanese version, but I'll be too scared to watch the Japanese. But to match that gruesome in live action, one, I cannot eat before I watch this movie. Two, I am not trying to drink anything if I'm going to watch this movie.
Unless you like to shit yourself.
Dude, the first two episodes was more like they were setting up to experience something that, like goddamn, that level of brutality all already in the first two, all in the short period of time, like just to get.
Man, look, I knew the first guy that was like, screw this. I knew we should have never came down here. I'm going back. I know the moment he went through that door, I'm like, you see those big two giant mother lovers right there with those axe? I already know you was dead.
What about the one got sliced in half by the laser?
Oh, okay. That was very
Dude.
That was horrible. He melted him to the ground. He got melted to the ground.
And
half of his corpse was left.
Yet those who survived it, the minimum who got destroyed, they never respawned them. They're like, okay, we done.
Truthfully done.
They
didn't even get a chance to walk away. They're dead.
Thanks for protecting our system. And they said after the magical, only a few hunter remain. Technically, Junior is sacrificing himself. He could not run. He lost a leg already. He know he wanted. Let's be real.
No. He was able to still survive. Wait, he was still alive.
Correction.
But
he was adapted to
it was after they left. That's when he got his legs cut off.
No, he was adapting to the situation. He realized one, that lady cut off his leg. It helped him stop the bleeding some kind of way. Two, after finding out what the tablet was saying, after he got all the flames lit up, only one person got to stay behind for everybody to be able to walk out. You know, there's no one to carry him, so he better carry the girl who was baby to them. She almost had a mental breakdown.
Almost. No. She did got a mental breakdown.
Oh yeah, she is correct. She did.
She can't. I remember the moment. Like what? It was like the third episode in, maybe fourth. She was trying to put her little healing berry on, and the moment she remembered that face, which is right here on the screen, she was
This right here. If someone could pull this huge post to put it in 3D, put it in your bedroom, and you wake up in the middle of the night, you the bathroom, and you see this thing glow in the dark. Tell me how you gonna respond.
Most people can shoot themselves. Oh, and you know what? Yeah, that right, because What was it? Yeah, because it was something like Martin where they had it on the ceiling and thing, and you're like, oh,
Yo, this gave this woman severe PTSD. She had to,
truthfully.
she had to, in this anime season one, retire from being a hunter very early. That's how bad. Yo, she
So
could
that's
not
why
go.
I'm like, this is not a C rank dungeon, people. Don't believe them. This is not a C rank dungeon. This is what you call an S rank dungeon. This was just horrible. This was
This
horrible.
dungeon did this main character. So the level of sacrifice. They say, oh, Jin was sacrificing something. No, 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 no. got he got game jumped. These statues lift him up, put him on the altar, and all join in the stabbing. And it was no regular sword. Those are stone ass sword shoved deep. I'm like, dude, it was like a ritual. They did a ritual on this guy.
In the
And
most
I see what
brutalist,
and you see what they say.
demonic, fuckery way.
And thank you. It was. I was thinking like I was feeling like this how you start off the episode two, like yo. And they say as he was dying, a mysterious system selected him as the player, granting him a second chance. After you brutally punk him, bitch slap him, son him, brutal like, dude,
Demoralize them.
thank you. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen in the chat room, as I'm describing this, if you were to receive a level of power up that never stopped increasing, if you watch episode 2 of season 1, you put yourself through that level of brutality just to get some awakening power. Can you even picture yourself going through what this guy goes through? That your limb got cut off by a laser. They have to stop bleeding. You don't F up and everything. You leak your that severe wound whatsoever. They lift you behind them and shove it in. I don't know how many throw went in there. 4 swords, 5 swords. They stuff like a piano. I don't know how you do that. I really don't. Episode 4 to 6. New power, new life. Well, what do you think about this?
So yeah, I mean, look. By the time he wakes up, finds himself in the hospital, you know, he eventually realized that he gets the note, the nice little how do I want to call it, the shadow, the electrical shadow panel, aka a game monitor that he could only see and only visualize in front of him, where he eventually expands his new life. As you guys can see right here, one of the many quests that was given to him at the very first moment was he needed to do certain skill sets, aka push-ups, sit-ups, running, to get stronger. And if he don't, he will pay a hefty price. And one of those big hefty prices was an instant challenge, dropping his Nero behind somewhere else. And lo and behold, the challenge was he had to survive a big level of monster and survive him from dying. And he was lucky enough that he survived, because I don't want to know what he would happen if he didn't survive.
There were some massive giant centipedes that were chasing him behind across a massive desert. And you put survive at dodging as much as you can. My question is, why didn't you show any sign of him peeing on himself?
I mean, they did show his leg shaking when he was going against the wolves.
Yeah, but this one is, he didn't do the push-up first. He just chilling like, oh, he didn't do the push-up. Oh, you don't need to do the push-up? Okay, I got you.
Yep. And the funny thing is, they gave him a timing too. They were like, "Oh yeah, you can ignore this." Once again, reading and scanning is fundamental, people.
Once again, we think America has to survive this.
That's on them.
Let it be a thug from Brooklyn. Man, I don't feel like doing no push up. Lay down on the couch, you wake up in the desert. You ain't sacking no pant no more. You pull that waist up, you tighten that belt buckle, you fix your footwear, you running.
Yeah. I'll also say it in the midst of this, right? As far as like episode 46, they try to how do I want to say this? The political association of these hunters, right? One of the many out there, they try to retest him in his abilities. Funny enough, he still scored the same thing.
And not that he scored E, right? It was suspicious because there's no way you do a double awakening when not getting no boost.
Right.
They found something suspicious about her. So I think in a way it was good that he will record it again at low ranking B would know of a difference, but not realize there was a difference that changed.
Yeah, because of course they can't see the actual panel. They can't visually see it.
No, that's one. Two, he the only hunter that could level up.
That's another thing.
So
And the level ups are actually legit.
that's what's crazy about it. And he did a good job keeping it hidden for a good while.
Right.
So when he learned his lesson, you don't do your push, you don't do your sit up, you do your running, there are consequences. Oh, he was making sure, like, dude, I don't got that stamina to outrun a giant entity who's form, who calls, not.
Yeah, and you could tell that, and the one thing I do love too is in the anime they really show that he is really building up because there was a point when he came back, the rock monster that they had to deal with, that the other group had to deal with amongst the hunters, what they called them when it came through the portal or the gate as they call it. He literally came there. It's like the moment he was done handling the serpent that he had to deal with, the blue venom thing serpent. He comes out and he was like, "Hey, what are you?" One of the little gunmen come out there and say, "Hey, what are you doing in this area? Didn't you say that this was a vacancy area? Like you got to be out here?" And he's like, "Wait, you're a hunter? Oh, wait, okay, cool. Let me tell you what's going on." They slide him over and he's like, "Wait, there's a monster?" I'm like, "Okay."
But there was an outbreak in the city.
Yeah, there was outbreak in the city, but
So
there
they
was
saw
one monster
all
that had a
these-
barrier.
They saw all these hunters fighting one monster that have a hard problem, right?
Right.
Mind you, like you were saying, he didn't fit into a hidden dungeon by himself and beat the gigantic serpent.
Yeah.
So he leveled up a couple of levels.
Right.
So he had a broken sword that he tossed.
He tossed that thing so good he broke the barrier, pretty much broke the living daylight of the monster.
He broke the sound barrier.
And then literally just crack it. And then the tank that's there defending, he was like, "Wait a minute, there ain't no way none of us were doing no damage. How the hell this happened? And who had this sword?" He has one of the little guards. Who had the sword? Hey, someone. Yeah, there was a hunter that had a sword. And the moment they showed dude that man's arm was jacked, I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's a whole different ball game."
He had a lot of hidden dungeon opportunities that he go in and he fight. He keep on leveling. In his terminal and letting know what level he had reached. But there was an episode whereby he went to another dungeon raid, kept his more ability hidden. He had remember that dagger he got from the serpent that have venom in it?
Yeah.
So he met his future partner in there. What with the spider? Got it. These people were trying to set him up. They thought they killed this dude. I know we jumping ahead because that's past episode 6. That's all his going on here right here. Let me read it quickly. Jin wake up in the hospital, fully healed but confused about the train quest and level up. He's seen in front of him. Follow daily quest like the push-up. Hey, if he does push-up every day, we can do push-up every day. You do sit-up every day, we can do it and sit-up every day. No excuse. He grows stronger at an insane pace. He entered a low-level dungeon alone, defeat a blue venom Fang Kasaka. And I'm getting a dagger based on that snake with his venom built in. A high level serpent.
Yeah, he got a dagger and something else.
Yo, that dagger was an ugly ass dagger. Real talk. I'm telling you, you're watching the anime. He power skyrocket. He secretly trained, avoiding attention, determined to divide situation. So the one I'm talking about, he got blast. Want to be full power. Want to be dead. Then he get a notification. Kill all the hunters. He was forced to make a decision. Either do kill or be killed. Gonna be strong, right? You
And
know how they say what happened in Vegas, stay in Vegas?
what happens in in the gladium, in the arena, stays in the arena.
What he's
Only
saying,
one can walk out.
what happened in the dungeon, stay in the dungeons.
Yeah, exactly. In this case,
And that right there, the only people that set him up, he said nobody know what happened. What happened in the dungeon, in the dungeon. So when he turned the table on them, like, remember what you said? What happened in the dungeon? Stay in the dungeon. So the first sight of the future king, they would join the C rank grade, the low tier hunter, but typically carry the whole team. That was crazy. He encountered a red gate and isolated dimension with no way to escape until all mortals were defeated. I think that was further down the episode.
yeah,
He
yeah,
went to that area, he fought with the ice elf. Oh, that fight scene was like,
yeah. Ice bears and the white fang boss.
so inside the red gate, he battled the ice bear, got his. No, what yet? Before he did the ice bear, who did he fight first? Was it ice
Uh,
bear or he did Igris? No, I think he got the ice bear first, then got Igris after.
yeah, 'cause I think the ice bear is like a little bit more of the low tier, and then the
Yeah.
because remember the boss is the white fang. So
So he got the white fang boss. He was getting a equipped item, the night killer dagger. He also saved Han Sung Jin and Oki Hunter, but repeated quietly. Yeah, that's correct. The night killer dagger. But he had that dagger. He had another hidden dungeon he had to fight. And yo, that hidden dungeon, real talk, it put him to the test.
but you know
It
what's
put
so
him to the
interesting
test.
though, because almost because think about it, right? Everybody else that is going through these dungeons,
Mhm.
they all know what quote unquote they think they know what dungeons are a particular rank. So what that tells me is if there's S ranks, the A's and the B's out there, had they really went through these so-called dungeons, really going through these bigger dungeons that they think they are. Because reality is, like I said before, that double dungeon wasn't a C rank. And if it is, there's a reason why it's called a double dungeon, because the value is more different.
But I'll give you an inside spoiler alert. These dungeon was set up on purpose for a specific reason. I read the manga going so in depth. I was like, yo, this is some dirty plot. Which is why I would say, this is my honest opinion. Solo level will have at least 5 to 6 seasons. I'm on it. For the storytelling of this anime, very unique. Very good. The fight scene, like come on. It got you enjoying it. It's like, yo, what would happen? Let's see something like that. It was not letting nobody down, but there was some scene that was slightly different from the manga. For that the reason why they did that, which is but this was ridiculous. That part, no. Correction, I will correct. Hold on, I was correct. He got Igris first before he got the bear.
Okay.
You know why? When they got red gate that got sealed him in, and the fight with the elf, the ice elf, Eagle was with him, mind you. He would fight against the leader of
Wait
the
a
ice
minute.
elf.
Ignet was the you talking about the shadow figure, right?
Shadow Knight, Shadow
Oh,
Head
okay,
Knight.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about
Yeah,
now.
he got him
No, no,
first.
because yeah, because I remember seeing it, but I that was in through passing because I was doing like
Yeah,
I was
he went to
multitasking.
one. He went to one shadow, one hidden dungeon, and
Yeah,
got English. That gave him his power to raise dead more magical beings on anyone dead, and join his shadow army. Yo, that fight with English, one of the best fight, the anime fight of last year. I think it was last year or this year. I think it was last year. Yeah, one of the best. He got English. Went to that small snow forest. He got his next shadow general called Iron. Was who was, if I'm correct, he was an A rank hunter who didn't like the fact he was getting himself played by Sung Jin-Woo, but got killed by Iglis and got turned to a shadow soldier just like that quickly, just so he could fight the Ice Elf leader. Yo, I'm telling you, there was a lot of epic battles in this anime. I could go
yeah,
back and watch it
but it's
over
crazy
and over and
because
over.
he becomes a because this is how like this is very interesting, right? Out of becoming able to be able to reach a stage or a level, a tier that supersedes anything on a normal plane of a hunter. Now you become a shadow monarch. That alone should literally tell you you just reached a whole new tier. Like you separate yourself from the whole pack. You're in a different box. Like you're in a different dimension tier.
And that's the thing about it because the fact that the anime season one and season two, which has already been out of the way, it's already finished, they're working on season three, did very, very well. The game is it's actually it's a game, ladies and gentlemen. There's a game called Soul Level. It's for you can work on your mobile phone, on your tablet, and on your PC. I'm telling you right now, from experience, you're better off having a well built high end gaming PC to enjoy, or you have a gaming laptop to enjoy. But the gameplay is really nice. They got some auto moment, but sometimes the auto can work in your favor because they'll get to some stage whereby you be like in those Japanese internet mall lounge. You become a keyboard warrior. You be like that doing your combo. The auto thing may work in your favor to some degree, but you be like, yo, let me time this move, yo, let me dodge. I was doing that in the game. This anime it's a hot ticket. Episode 10 to 12, right? That was the show right there. You will level up so much, he unlock a secret class, a class change. Go back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Man.
I want to read it out. He unlocked. Here's the thing. He unlocked a secret class change quest. Not like a job change. He was changing job to job to job. When he changed a job, a certain feature was unlocked. He battled through portals, undead, and master bosses inside the system stardom. Final boss was one of them, Ingrid, a night level boss, clad in black armor. After the epic fight, Jin will win and become a Shadow Monarch, a hunter who can summon shadow, raise people from dead. His first shadow, Kazel, wasn't his. It's a wine like
Wyvern.
creature, but it wasn't his first. He got Kazel afterward when he fight the Demon Lord in the what the water, the Devil Castle, Demon Zone stage, and then go to multiple levels.
Mm.
So that battle was another battle. He did a Johnny Cage on a Demon King, and that Demon King was also a monarch. What I found out in season two, that wasn't the real Demon King monarch. It was a replica of the original because he beat the guy before in the past. And that Demon King was still powerful, but not like he used to be. He really got a hard time. That would be very, very interesting. Because I know I gave you two documentation because when you watch the enemy, I'm telling you, Wale, you get addicted to watching the thing over and over. Because 3 months season 1, personal growth, we keep becoming the stronger. Loneliness and responsibility, Jin-Woo must carry the burden on power alone. Mystery and world building, Gate, Monarch, Ruler setting up the epic battle to come. Oh, the battle setup is not only beyond epic, it's a much bigger story with it. That's the drift about it. Unique ability, system, shadow attraction, stack customization, make the journey feel like an opportunity was. This one make me look at all these games that you have, you get points to add to your stat. It makes you want to restart at how you build your stat for your character. Which is more important to you? What you gotta do? The way you ever put your point for every stat, either make your character lopsided, the massive disadvantage, or you can do it whereby it have a great or advantage instead. That's what it was. In 10 battles, each fight was visually stunning, especially the English. What? A good battle was to me was the best. I can't see the back of it. Mystery and lore, can you read that part?
No. Why change the setup?
No, that's on the 6th one. Mystery and lore, the origin.
Can't change the setup?
No, let me see if I can move.
Should be able to move the setup.
Let me see if I can change the setup to this one. Not this setup.
It's the other one. There we go.
This is better. Let's keep it with it from now on. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to do a poll to everybody. Which the best fight that you think that you enjoyed for solo? Were they versus Igris or versus the Ant King? The Ant King was season 2. The Ant King was brutal. Look, hey. We'll talk about it in season 2 later. Mitri and Lord, the original, the sister, and the monarch are teased for features. Remember what I think there might be 5 or 6 seasons? Reading the manga, you'll be knowing about the gate, dungeon, double dungeon, the rulers, the monarchs. There's another being beyond the rule of the monarchs. The supreme being that created the rulers of the monarch. Why these monarchs came about? What were their origin? It made this anime so interesting. I already finished the manga thing, Solo Leveling. There's another one actually called Solo Leveling Ragnarok. I'm telling you guys, read the manga first. I think you have about 220 chapters. After you finish 200 or 220 chapters, next will be Solo Leveling Ragnarok. That will have to do with his son, my dad. But that's a whole different story. I'll talk about that one. But here, season 1, it established certain things that was going on. And the one about the Ant King was not around at Jigwell Island when the first couple of S-Rankers, but they were having a hard time. They were getting their ass handed to them. And they're like, how many guild were there? There was like 1, 2, 3. There were 5 guilds in Japan. No, in South Korea. One of the guild leaders, he was feeling himself, he was calling himself the ultimate hunter. Yeah, what up? You're the ultimate hunter. Okay. They're the one feeding too. He realized his title it doesn't mean shit. I'm telling you, this anime is so done well. I enjoy it. That I end up playing the game. But when I was playing the game for Solo Leveling, I was like, there's an extra story that goes along with it that they didn't put in the manga. certain character in the anime was supposed to be shadow soldiers. I'm not gonna tell you guys. You gotta play the game for yourself to see for yourself. But I'll say this though, the way the game is expanding, it makes me enjoy the anime. What's your take on this anime? Well, when you first saw it, what the first thing came to mind? You're like,
I mean, honestly, as far as in depiction, when I saw it gave me the vibe of how do I want to say this. It sort of gave me like Naruto vibes without the Naruto vibes.
you got it.
That was like the first thing, like trying to become a ninja, but in this case, you're trying to become a hunter. Like that gave me that sentiment of the vibes, and then, well, that's the first one, and then of course, then it gave me crossover of gamer, like living the gamer aspect, because now you're having the board, you're having all this, you're able to summon weaponry and everything. You're actually living the gamer lifestyle. So it's like putting that together and then co-opting into this. It was like, okay, that's exactly what I got.
Well, here's the joke though. This dude had a partner who helped him, who got money to buy dungeon gates, so he could fight on his own and level up. Dude was literally throwing himself in the dungeon far more than anybody else, just to level up. Crazy. My favorite part of the series when he was being an undercover. So, oh, I'll just go be the porter. You kidding? You're gonna be a porter. You enter the dungeon. They deal with the high orcs. You are all A-rank hunters. They thought they got a chance. They got something. They actually gave up. They're like, okay, you go to die then. So we accept our fate. Jimmy was like, you know what? Do me a favor. I'm gonna save you guys, but in return, you gotta keep your mouth shut. Yo, when they were the all-out battle, it was the second big battle that was different from the one he did in the ice in the snowfalls. When he did this battle with these people with the high orc, that shaman was like, "You gonna beat me with what army?" He was like, "My crew, they're coming off on the shadow. They would have a fight, a feast with an all-out battle. I say all-out fight. What was bad about it, this guy's power was just broken. This one no type of enemy yellow character. Who got a broken ability. I call it cheating. Straightforward cheating. Everyone he kill or beat, if you're a strong beast or person, he can really back up. On the shadow. The more people he weighed up to almost every battle and join his shadow, the stronger he gets. But I found it very interesting. It was a very interesting anime for sure for what it is. And I like that. But what I did not like the fact that I was like, how long you gonna keep this broken ability? Let's be real. I watch a lot of anime. Not one anime I've seen about had a beyond broken ability like this. No, I'm waiting. Hold on, Wally. You're the lawyer. Which anime have a broken ability that works on this guy? Come on. I'm waiting. But your lawyer ability up here,
Mm,
there was none. There's no other anime this broken like this man's ability. I'm waiting. I don't care what franchise you come from, Bleach, come from Dragon Ball, you come from Naruto.
well, wait a minute. What ability are we actually in questioning here? Are we putting in question?
This man ability, the fact that he's a necromancer, he had the ability to raise people from the dead. But what power would they have to get multiply while he raised them up? While he level up, they level up too, number 4. The bigger his shadow army get, the more dangerous he become, number 5.
Okay, so we're just questioning the monarch part. That's the main thing in question.
Go ahead.
Well, wait a minute. If we're just questioning the monarch part, and which is pretty much the root of the whole power itself, then it ain't that broken. Because let's be honest here. One, you have to defeat a character to add to your army. That's one. So that's the first thing. Depending on how much you add, now eventually that will make you morally protected and morally guarded. That's 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, to be honest, there's other characters that can survive. Because let's be honest, it's not like he has power blasters and everything else like that to that degree. Because I can sit here and say, okay, put in Goku Master Ultra Instincts. Let's see how that goes. Put in Vegeta Ultra Instincts. Let's see how that goes.
Okay. Now you're gonna be playing more with it. You bring Goku. You bring Kyos Teotaki from Bleach. You bring a lot of antagonists who got special ability or certain power. Not one is as broken as this dude. Not only he's a monarch, he's a Fenty. There was other monarchs. There's Monarch of Beast. There's Monarch of
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, his power is it's quote unquote everlasting. It's one and done. It's like the moment it's in, is locked in, is done. That's fair. But the reality is his power is only adaptable as long as he's able to make an army. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you just told me just get one or however how much he gets, like right now, because right now, right, these soldiers couldn't be defeated. If they are defeated, then that power does get tapped down.
That is correct. That's the floor. That's
So
the
that's
fatal
my whole
floor.
point. It ain't that broken. Because again, if you can drop down, it ain't that broken. Because again, you're able to defeat one shadow. Okay, that's one down. You got to knock off the next one and the next.
Even
one.
though even though it had the advantage of shadow, either way, true about his power. Because of his power, death is not addicted.
Say it again.
Because of his power, ability to shadow, death, as in Doctor, death, as in DEATH, is not a thing to do. It does not exist to him.
So he cannot die, pretty much. I mean, man, that's fair.
No, I tell you, it's broken beyond reach.
No, I get that point. Him not dying is one thing, but again, eventually it's like, do you end up killing the other opponent though? That's the other thing. Cause for instance, okay, let me give you a perfect fair example, right? Let's say one character knocks off all the shadows. Okay, it's just him and the character. He's not dying no time soon, literally ever, and the character is not taking any severe damage enough to die. We're at a stalemate. I mean, until he actually kills the character, I mean, we're at a stalemate.
Because this guy going through some weird ritual throughout the series. Like, he was questioning everything and everything. He thought to know that how broken he really is. But that was not making no sense.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as just talking about just the power itself, I mean the power and the scalability, yeah, it's definitely broken. Because
I'm telling
anybody
you.
else you think about, most people's power skill set is neither you have to reach it, touch it, or ascend it, and then it's like okay, well, eventually you got to go right back down.
Well, think about it. One of the characters in the anime from the US, she had the ability to amplify people's power, right?
Mhm.
You watch that episode.
Say it
You
again.
came to the office to the embassy with sat down with a lady. They said, okay, I'm gonna help you unlock your power. So, without warning, she looked in, she saw an OG in him, looked at her like, can I help you, bitch?
Okay, I think I have one counter. The one counter I can only think about now that I know for sure. The dude from Hunter x Hunter with that damn book. That's the only counter. That's the only equivalent counter that I can give.
I would give it an inch, yet with the book. But remember, Wally, this is the anime good for you that you were dissecting. When you guys see what I'm saying, his ability is broken. After watching season one and season two, you be like, nah, it's broken. Dude.
No, I know. No, I'm not saying it ain't broken, but I'm saying as far as an equivalence of how the power works and as far as how far it can go based upon the certain qualifications. Because let's be honest, if he's able to snatch it, then he can acquire it. That's what I'm saying. The As far as Hunter x Hunter, if you know who I'm talking about, right?
I know.
If he's able at that point in time to do so,
Yeah, but
that's broken.
here's the problem. Jinwoo ability and the fact that he could get runestone and acquire certain power and then come power of his own. And plus, he had the ability to max his blood loss. Bloodlust. His speed level was increased to the point where unheard of. Even the Ant King, that was supposed to be the ultimate being, shit on himself. Then Ant King was feeling himself like, nigga, I kill Hunter. I kill my own being. I am king. Then you find out he wasn't even king to begin with. He found out far brutal, far horrific to him. He was one like a road, like, oh no. Nah, this anime was like a legit badass. So she will be the main character with the girl of his dream, Cha Hae Sing. No offense, once again, anime is unfair. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, ladies and gentlemen of the court of anime. If you have watched so many anime so far, you know what they do with point of female character. They go a little bit too far. They don't almost close to perfect. They were more eye candy than the eye candy you see on Instagram. You see? Well, it was like,
I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't paying attention that hard, but
you about to do the big Mike facial expression. That dude with a weird, funny flipper with his wifey. I saw the last two skit he did. I try not to daft. I try not to die laughing to them. Like, this man gonna kill me. Yeah, that thing look like. You're like, well, what can I say?
okay.
Yo, but it was this is an anime I wish it can be more expansive than ever because it had great character. Go Jung Mi, he's the head of Korean Hunter. This dude was like he had a father figure, but more like brolic, scary looking. Yo Jin Ho, the rich loyal friend to Jin Woo. Dude, this man in the anime, this is how you know he from a rich family, pauper. He had a matching set armor to the wing, to the gauntlet, to the chest, to the thing, to the shoe, and the sword. It was like a fashion thing. But all not necessary. Yeah, he was a pretty good hunter, but could not fight. English, that night, man, I think he's the best swordman by far, hands down. And he'll do it as a death match between him and the Shadow King, the real Shadow King, aka Zoro, the pirate hunter. That will be a battle.
Now I will say this to add on, right? To be honest, if you never seen this anime, right, and you had seen like certain clips or visuals, trust me when I tell you, Ignis was the reason I had to watch this anime. Literally, like I'm so serious. When I saw the shadow figure and I said he got the shadow, I saw the clip. I didn't even watch this yet. I saw the clip. And I'm like, I know people are talking about Soul Level. I'm like, okay. I didn't know about it. I didn't watch it yet. I'm like, all right. I saw the clip and I'm like, wait, you get a shot? I'm watching this. Oh, hell no.
The battle with English that caught a lot of people attention. That clip on YouTube short on TikTok, they have massive amount of because the thing they were doing in that fight, he was like, okay, I will fight you with my hand. It was like, you want to go there? Sung Jin-Woo was like, hmm? Eagle was so fast. Sung Jin-Woo was like, oh, no, take the sword back. Take the sword back. This is even worse. Eagles let it be known. Just because I'm a swordman, don't make it think I cannot fight with the fist. Eagle was like a ninja in armor, heavy armor. Yo, he makes Jin-Woo second guess himself. That's how bad Eagle was. Sung Jin-Woo, to be honest, could have lose that fight, technically speaking. But it was the self-esteem that saved him. Am I wrong, Wallet? Don't you let me know.
Yeah, I had to
That,
watch
fight,
that because
that fight with Igwe was so psychological, he almost completely doubted himself.
yeah. No, yeah, I definitely have to go rewatch. I didn't get to that part of the shadow
Hold
part.
on. I'm not gonna give any detail. I'll tell you when you watch that fight again.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. I definitely gotta get to it.
You try to ask yourself, if I was put in that same particular Sung Jin-Woo, fight a night, and you barely found any opening, and you thought to let Dao seek in. Yo, Eagle was like a boogeyman. Eagle did not lay it off on him. So when I read further on, he didn't like the fact that he was taking his fourth place. But he's won loyalty. So to prove him wrong, like I'm gonna put you to the test myself. We're gonna duke it. If you my new boss, you better show me. That's the kind of fight they have. Yeah, I watched that this. I was like, ah, Egrid could have won this fight. It was a slim chance of his self-esteem. He said, nah. He caught the sword that was coming for him. at the last minute. But they meant what I think he would get his door beat up. That level of doubt would come on him fast. If he didn't check himself, I don't mean just that. He would have. I'm gonna tell you, this anime is very season one. You got to watch season one because by the time you watch season two, after watching season one, I'll be honest. When season two was finished, I was like, come on. How y'all with season three? I want to see more of this thing. I'm enjoying it. This one anyway make you addicted to it. As I say, to love it is season one is a must watch for action, fantasy fan, very hype battle, compelling MC, a unique power system, animation by A1 Peter Brain, how iconic moment to life. They did it good. What's your verdict about season one so far?
So I will say this. So one of the things that I've noticed, right, without the most, it's very common sense, right? The one thing
Mm-hmm.
about the main character, his father was nowhere present. And if you had to look at this as an internal life thing, this was helping him be a little bit more of a man. If you really think about it, he's a wimp. He had to do a lot of things just to maintain to go out there and go help his family, help his sister, help his mother, everything. He had to be the man of the household. If you look at it from an internal standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
and he had to find his way to get there. Eventually, he found his way that perfectly fits his style, and he's just taking root.
Mm. I think this is one of the reasons why I was kind of shocked because to hear that it was top 10 best show of all time, beating One Piece. I was like, whoa. First off, I just got here last year. One Piece I've been here since 1999. My G.
And look, I hate to admit this, but when I look at this, I'd be like, the best of all time, top 10. I'd be like, damn. But then when you think about all these other things that are implemented and everything else of this nature and all this, I can't knock it. And the thing is, it's hard because, again, if you talk about, well, Wally, what would you put in top 10 all best anime as far as action wise?
One Piece.
I still would, for me, well, I haven't watched One Piece. But, it's not my problem.
Beach.
I would literally have Yu Yu Hakusho up there. And personally, I ain't gonna lie. I as much as I love Yu Yu Hakusho, I think this can beat this in my mind frame. I truly do. Because to the point, look,
Yu Yu
should
Hakusho?
yeah, it will literally beat it in my opinion. Because the one thing here's my only one reason I say it would, right? As far as an OG anime.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're talking about overall top 10 OG anime, that is literally the one anime. Like, there's no way I don't see it in top 10. That's definitely going to be up there in top 10, right? So when you talk about this being top 10, if I'm thinking about one of my top 10 animes, which is Yu Yu Hakusho, I can see it beat it. Because let's be real about one thing. You had Yu Yu Hakusho, you have Yu Yu literally eventually found out. He was literally a child descendant of a demon king whooping ass out there in the other side of the realm. And you told me we're not gonna expound on that a little bit deeper. We're not gonna expound on that.
And remember what I told you. Yu Yu Hakusho is deserving of a complete master reboot with in-depth storyline. Remember I said that.
And the thing is, Yu was like Yu Yu Hakusho had multiple characters. We're just frameworking on just one. Even though there's other characters in this too, but I mean, just heavenly sense. This is like you're really just looking at one person. The other ones you're looking at multiple people. So it's for me, it's definitely up there. It is definitely up there in my opinion. It truly is. Because it's just.
I'm not
crazy.
arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you on that one. You do have the solid point. Very, very, very solid point for real. I want to like to showcase what the game may look like. I'm not gonna play the game right now, but I want to show the window because I've been starting on my. I've been playing on the PC from time to time, but I only do it in the daytime because the gameplay is ridiculous. Let me see if I can share. Oh, this. Here's it right here. Name of the game is Solo Leveling Arise. Cool ass game. Belonged to Netmarble. Gameplay. I think the gameplay and everything. I was very. I'm like, okay, I like it. Put that fan on it. To see all the monsters that you see in these games, I think I'm looking like, okay, I see. I like it. But the reason why I say you need to have the specs maxed out. Because I noticed, I tried on my laptop, it get kind of sluggish on a laptop. On a PC that have a custom video card, some nice CPU, that more than enough RAMs, it goes off. That's the fact. And that's how good it is. I was like, well, I was like, okay, I like this. So the latest arc on this game is we to the Ant King at Gateway Island.
So real quick. Oh, we got Snuggles.
Oh,
the return, the return of Snuggles. I haven't seen Snuggles forever.
I was enjoying the vacation.
You call it vacation?
While I was doing this nice
I
anime,
wonder what Snuggles be. I be like, Snuggles, where you be popping up at?
and I know Snuggles not an anime fan. I don't know what Snuggles here doing here. Snuggles don't do anime.
Snuggles is popping intellectual.
What do you think about his son? Oh, his son is far broken. No offense. Sung Jin-Woo's son is beyond broken than his father. When he talking about the manga I was telling you about, Solo Leveling Ragnarok, you got a son. But his son is far broken than him. Can you imagine a baby? No, let me give you a spoiler look. Remember I talked about his love life, say Chahi, that his woman? Yeah, they got married, they had a kid. They had a baby.
Wait, which one?
Wait,
Wait,
no.
with who?
Sa Chahan, the lady, aka the dancer. The S-line.
Oh, you mean the one that be flowing around?
Yeah, like look like she
Oh,
floating.
you hooked up with that? Oh man,
He didn't hook up. He went Super Saiyan Shadow to Monarch.
Oh, he macked that. Oh, damn.
No, he went Super Saiyan Shadow Monarch Ninja style on the shorty.
Oh man, he pulled that up. See, you know what? I ain't surprised. I ain't surprised. How do you think he is going to be able to use the shadows?
Got that far in the manga with me.
So far, it looks like he manipulates them into becoming a part of him, like when his father was fighting. Oh my! Well, Snuggles, I'm surprised you are an anime fan. Yet I'm not surprised you are an anime fan. I think you truly love the intellectual stuff,
Yo,
and anime does has the
no,
intellectual stuff.
but Wally, explain it to me. You bagged that chick that you were shocked that he bagged, right? On the night of, you went in on her Super Saiyan Doc Monarch like OG. You were trying to put that seed in. You put way too much in that seed. You gave birth to a son who haven't even started walking yet. Only surpassed S rank.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
No, when I say only surpassed S rank, not only he's flying, he's summoning shadow soldiers. He got the real authority on max level.
Hey.
The baby was broken.
Yeah, but that's the thing. A lot of the babies these days in anime are becoming very vastly broken.
No, we saw no. Let's not go there. You want me to go back to the Naruto Shippuden or all the byproduct of all these kids? The only one that was almost somewhat broken was Naruto's daughter.
And she hasn't even gotten full yet.
Yeah, cause the thing about her, when I said she's almost broken, all you got to do is piss her off, and schizophrenia kicked in.
Yeah, but I mean,
she was like,
but see,
she was-
her
she was-
her potential is like
she-
very
she was,
like
no,
out
no,
there.
she was like, Baruto, come here, my big brother. That's psychotic, right? And the fact that Baruto dodged the punch that she wanted to give her big brother, but by accident, she punched her father so much that Kurama inside him also felt it too.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that's what happened. They're pretty much connected by chakra. His chakra is linked to that chakra, so it's like
the way they did it, Naruto eye came out. Kurama inside eye came out also. I was like, nah, it can be that so much connected. Cause the way they were both out, it took Kurama long enough time to recover, longer than Naruto.
I bet.
And she was like,
Quite funny.
she took a script from Jujutsu Kaisen, another guy who had the like a hammer like thing that get the pinpoint accuracy. That girl was like locked. She had the scope built in on her. She was like her grand uncle who had the not the shotgun, what do you call it? What a Neji clan visual what do they call it? Come on, Wally, help me out.
Wait, say it again.
In Naruto, no Neji, the clan, what the visual ability? Come on.
Sheesh. Okay, hold on.
Come on. I forgot what ability they had. She had that ability whereby she could see through anything, but when she locked in on her brother and her dad, it was like a scope.
Was it the Hyuga clan?
Yeah, the Hyuga clan. What that really? She was so scary. Her lock on ability was that damn fearful. Yes, the one you can see 360 in any direction. Baruto's sister is beyond broken on that ability. But she said locked on. She doesn't miss. The only way she missed, you dodge it in the nick of time.
If you can
She was going where she want to go. If you would make her the chief doctor of vasectomy, no man in that village would survive.
I mean, just think about it. It's like her chakra's like a magnet. She chooses a point and then it's gonna land. Like literally, the moment she wants to land on a chakra point, it's like, yeah, you screwed.
And Sung Jin-Woo baby is more broken than her. That man, what Snuggle was saying. Imagine this one. He got his power locked when he was a baby and almost recovered it and got it locked again. Imagine you're the son of the Shadow Monarch. You are broken as a baby. You had the Ant King at your service. He was babysitting. He was loving that boy. He was. Let me tell you the comical side about Solo Lovers. Yeah, Igris, you got Iron, you got Beru, and the main king going Belon, the Grand Marshal. Beru know when Igris' full ability got unlocked. He could not compete. Belon is the Grand Marshal. So because he cannot compete with those two,
Yo, Don.
for the right hand side of Sung Jin-Woo, he jumped ship and joined the Sun. Instead, say, at least I'm this boy's son, right hand man. He gave up the battle. He was loyal. If you watch season 2 and continue to watch read the manga also, Beru was extremely loyal to Shin Jong-woo. He wanted to be the right hand man. He couldn't be the right hand man because Balon was the right hand man. He was the Grand Marshal. So he won't be the left hand man. Egway came behind without saying a word. Some realized, you cover my back. It was when in season, I believe it will be happening in season 3 or season 4, but in the manga, Sung Jin-Woo had to die again for the second time to unlock a new ability called the Black Heart. I mean, he had been having 2 hearts. Now I'm giving you guys spoiler alert.
Stop giving people spoilers.
But when he unlocked the second heart, it became the true Shadow Monarch. And when he unlocked it, Igrit's full ability got unlocked. Because in reality, in the manga, Igrit is as powerful as any monarch. Because the Ice Monarch recognized Igris. Yep. Snuggle, you and Eric, you better not come into this anime to say, you think you're showing you know your stuff now. I'm going to hold you responsible. Snuggle 668. You hear me? You did, Wally. I better see Snuggle up here at any future anime show because since you want to tell me you know your stuff right now, for any anime, don't be sleeping on me. Look at what she mentioned. The Grandmaster is the strongest and he's the one the original. He came from the world tree. That's what it is. She knows her stuff.
This is why I always say this, right? To this day, it's so funny. To this day, no one still knows who Snuggles is. And it just excites me to know that Snuggles is an anime fan. Like, okay, so wait a minute.
No,
we don't know who you is. You have all these
and
questions.
right now,
and
going
now you're
forward,
showing you have you're an anime lover.
Going for a Snuggle, you my second historian for this channel. You had Eric. Now I got you now on the manga side of things. See, you know your stuff now. Mentioning stuff. So next time you have another show in any manga or anything, you better not be late here. You better show up. For real.
Was one of the original knights. Also, that's why he was in the tutorial. Interesting.
Was. But then is Igrit. Remember I told you when you saw that fight when he lost to Sung Jin-Woo? Igrit, I believe they do the death battle. Igrit versus Zoro will be a fine-ass battle. The best swordman. I don't think Igrit's going to lose. Because Belon, the Grand Marshal, he's OP. He is ultra broken. He bitch slapped Beru many times or Beru was mad. Like, how you so overpowered? Look, I've been here from the very beginning. What makes you think you will beat me? I'm original. I'm the OG of the OG. That's how good. We got some new guests here. We have Donta Singh from India. How you doing? I'm glad you're on this watching this show. We talk about Tour Lovers. This one of the coolest anime. And you have also this is like yeah, I will hit the gym later. I'm telling you, this solo little anime, it having a huge, massive following. That's how bad it is right
Oh, well, you gotta be kidding me. I'm just a bear trying to learn human systems.
now. Very comical.
Oh, you
Very
can't make this
comical.
up. Oh,
Very comical.
oh my god, this is insane.
Yo, I don't wanna spill so much more because we still have to talk about season 2 another time. But I still want to jump on, like, real talk. How much have you consumed of Dragon Ball Diamond? Because we need to do it at master class on that.
I haven't did it all yet, but one thing I will tell you, right? Because we talked about they saying that this is probably one of the best 10. So I looked around to see a list, and I have a list here. Top 30 so far. This is top 30 best anime shows of all time. That's what they say. So let's hit with number 1, right? Number 1 in this website's list is Attack on Titans. They had that at number 1.
And Peter only like it.
Well, hey, I can't knock Peter because I haven't watched it like that either. Number 2, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Number 3, we got Demon Slayer. Number 4,
You need to look at that one too.
Naruto Shippuden at number 4. Vinland Saga at number 5.
That's a cool anime.
Number 6, we got an OG. We got Cowboy Bebop. Number 7, we got Jujutsu Kaisen. Number 8,
Not for the kids.
My Hero Academia. Number 9,
Fan base.
Samurai Champloo. Or Chaplo.
Samurai Champloo?
Yeah.
Wow.
Number 10, The Rising of the Shield Hero. Now this is actually pretty.
Season 4 is coming out soon. Season 4 is coming out very soon.
This is actually something I need to look into because I haven't really watched into this one.
They have season 1 on Netflix. I watched season 2 and season 3 on the website. I don't know why Netflix is dropping the ball. But they put that one like, dude, you want to do anime, so for Netflix. I want to do an interview with you. Like, why are you slipping?
So y'all remember that. That's the top 10 so far. And of course, you know, earlier that's top 5, right? Number 11, we got Yu Yu Hakusho. Just on the outskirts. Number 12, we got Blue Eye Samurai. 13, we got Trigun.
Which one? The Trigun or Trigun Stampede?
No. The throwback. Trigun.
Yeah.
Number 14, we got One Piece.
I won't be doing only 14. What the hell?
Hey, like I said, this list, this particular list saying this. You know, any list could probably be different. Number 15, Tokyo Revenger.
I haven't watched that yet.
16, Hunter x Hunter.
Come on, come on back. Man, you put to be in that another season soon.
17. Now I don't know how to properly say this name, so I'm gonna give you 2 so you can tell me yourself because I don't know how to say this properly. You tell me how to say that properly.
Hajime no Ippo. Oh, that's the boxing anime.
Yeah, that's the boxing anime.
My son love that thing.
So after that one, number 18, Dragon Ball Z.
Not surprised.
Number 19, yep, I'm gonna have to give you this too. This was the samurai anime. I forgot how to properly say this one.
Oh, One Catching, aka
Yep.
Samurai X.
Yeah, that was
That
definitely one of
was
the
the
throwbacks.
original name, Samurai X, before I went to One Catching. You know they have
Right.
a live action one, a live action. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Live action is.
And number 20, Death Note.
I don't watch that one though. I'm good.
It says, "Oh shit, I ain't going there." Nope, screw that.
Because it hit a joke. On this Death Note, there's a parody manhwa now referring to Death Note. I'm not gonna quote what the name is. It's something what Peter would like to read. Pun intended.
Oh no, yeah, no, Snuggles. That's why I'm planning on watching that because I'm actually interested.
I haven't watched Death Note. I know there's a parody of Death Note, but they don't call it Death Note. They call it P Note. What P is, not what you think it is.
Well, hey, 21 is Chainsaw Man.
I don't like that one.
22, Cyberpunk Edge Runner.
I didn't need to watch it yet.
23, Summertime Rendering. 24, this is Akua. Okay, wait. Yeah, let me just say it because I think I'm about to say that wrong.
I come in, got killed. Oh, that is.
Yeah. That one's good. Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you about that one. That comment got killed had to be redone properly.
Yeah.
You know why I say that? I read the manga and I found out they went something different from the manga.
Right. So we got another throwback classic, and honestly, I think this is a little bit of robbery. 25, Berserk.
Whoa. Here's the problem. Berserk should never be in 2050. Way up there, not at the bottom.
Again, that's why I say it's a robbery. In my opinion, it's a robbery. At number 26, Spy Family.
What?
27, Fire Force. 28. Yep. Let me hand you this one because I did not know how to say this one properly. That first name's a throw off to me. I don't know how to say that. That's 28.
Oh, beam ba ba beam ba ba beam ba ba ba. Magic and muscle. I'm sorry. The theme song is so catchy and funny.
Right.
What? No offense, anybody. If you watch this anime, please, I beg you, don't try to make sense of anything because you try that much hard, you might burn a couple of brains.
So number 29, Hell's Paradise.
Oh, that is gruesome. It's sick.
Yes.
And season 2 is coming out soon for that one.
Yep. And last but not least, number 30 is the Show of Honor, Solo Leveling.
It's funny how Solo Leveling is number 30 on this, but it's top 10 of all show because I see a lot of content critics saying it's top
Hey, like
10.
I said, this particular article, throw that out there. I just looked and picked one and said, let's see what happens.
But this one he's talking about right here, Rising Shield Hero is a real good anime. And season 4 might be real good. I watched all 3 seasons.
Right.
There's up. No, we'll talk though. So next week, what should we be talking about next week? Should we continue on with Solo Leveling season 2? If you can catch up, or what anime do you think we should talk? I want to talk about Dragon Ball Daima soon as possible. I want to dissect that bad boy. Now, I'm thinking.
Well, I thought the idea was we flip to new and then flip back to throwbacks and then come back.
Okay, what would the throwback anime want to talk about when we get a chance to?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, we were talking about Mobile Suit Gundam Wing.
Okay.
But I know there was a fan out there that wanted us to break those down.
I remember that. So next week, Peter, I hope you're hearing this, because this is not Little Groot. This is Bear Paw, aka Iron. I'm Solo Leveling. Hey, I'm just giving a hint. I ain't gonna put myself like Igris. That is a good question. Imagine that. come
None of Gundam's
made it to top 30?
Again, the website's list. Don't come for me, Snuggles. That was the website's list. Don't even come for me. Trust me. Trust and believe
It's a lot.
Notice what I said. I said that Yu was top 10, and yet they put Yu at number 11. I mean, it's not far off, but still. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Even watching Berserk, I would put Berserk before Yu Yu Hakusho, actually.
But you know how many hot-ass franchise in the Mobile Suit Gundam series that should have been in one of the top 20 and not even there? Like, you kidding me? Some of the best battles in anime came out from Mobile Suit Gundam series.
Right.
Well, I digress. So next week, Peter will be talking about Mobile Suit Gundam Wing, the first Mobile Suit series that came into the North American region since the late mid-90s. That opened the door for many other Mobile Suit Gundam franchises. That will be next week's episode. So beside that, what we have for the rest of the week? What show do you have tomorrow?
So, ladies and gentlemen, by tomorrow, Thursday, we will be having Become the Best Version of Yourself, a journey of growth. On Saturday, we'll be having a recap live where we talk about WrestleMania 41 breakdown, records, return, and rivalries. And then let me make sure, because I just want to make sure the calendar's right. So
you're a wrestling fan, come on Saturday.
Yes. And then Sunday, as you know, the usual of the gray area has been set yet, but stay tuned for that. In the midst of the week, you'll be notified about what will happen on Sunday as Paul and Peter figure out what they're planning on doing for those up and coming days. And then rolling back by next week's Wednesday, you'll be having us once again. Well, we'll be talking about, like I said, Gundam Wings for sure. So yeah.
Now, what we're trying to say before it was Gundam, there was Macross, not Macross.
There was Macross. Oh,
the Macross you're referring to. The original anime we did talk about, aka Robotech. So next week we'll be talking about Storm about Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. And to me, my best mobile suit of all the 5 was Mobile Suit Wing Zero. One with the new feather wing that he came in with the double blaster, where the spec was off the chain, that after 3 or 4 shot, it would destroy his whole mech at the how you have an overpowered blaster that's wrecking you when you keep shooting it? Yo, you want to talk about firepower? You got a blaster that every time you blast off, it's destroying you in the process.
There was a show called Micro One. Okay, you're saying there was a show
Micro
called
One? It was.
No, he says before there was Gundam, there was a show called Micro One.
Look into that.
Let me see.
So now we have 2 anime historians.
Okay, I see what Snuggles talking about. Ooh. That was a throwback.
Want to share to me too what you were talking about?
Okay, hold on. Let me show you this.
Hold on. Oh.
Yeah. This is a real throwback. It was where I think Voltron got the concept from. Remember, Voltron was originally Japanese, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but Voltron wasn't Voltron, it was Go Lion.
Yeah. Yeah, but see this one now. See, this is a body piece of like I think fly suits though. But yeah, it definitely could have got it similarities. Off, like Voltron could have got his similarities off of this one because Voltron was of lions. This is of different fly suits,
like space shuttle or something like that.
Yeah. This is definitely a throwback. I haven't heard about this one. I haven't heard about this.
Well, going forward, we have two anime historians for our channel. We have Eric, who did not show up today, and we have Snuggle, who took over his spot for today. So Snuggle, next week you better show up in here with the historian facts. We need more historian and anime side of things. Cool. After next week, we do a Mobile Gundam. I think we start throwing out there. Let the order let them know what we talk on next. We'll start doing some old and some new, some old and some new. Old and new.
Yeah, we're gonna try to lock in the list. Yeah, we need it set up so we can lock in the list.
So we do have a Discord. We try and get it set up as soon as possible. We'll try to find people over to our Discord. Then from there, we start throwing out a list of anime that we might want to talk about, or we have your own idea what the anime we should talk about on the show. We can get that tally up and start working on the content. There's a lot of anime I may want to shit on, I may want to praise, we may want to dissect, or like we say, what the F did you do?
Number. I'm a bear trying to learn English. Please take your time with me.
you try to be you're a bear. You wouldn't hear when we were trashing gun graves. You won't say you were a bear on that part. The epic failure of gun grave, like seriously.
Yes, gaming to anime. How did it all happen?
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to reach the end of our show tonight. Please leave your comment. Check for your comment for all our past anime shows. We want to hear your review. Something that we missed, we want to address, then we'll address it. Remember, in this show, no anime is safe. If the anime sucks, trash on it. As long it don't get me triggered like I did, or for my partner here who went to the deep end.
he's never gonna let this go. He's never gonna let this go.
Why would I let it go? 'Cause I know I went. Why would I let it go? I know I went in on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I'm not letting that go. I'm not letting.
I know you're not gonna let that go.
So
watch I let you go when you went in on Peter favorites.
Hey, look here. I said once, I said it again. It's not my fault. The description was the description. Okay. Okay. Snuggles throw another recommendation of Brave Star. What is that?
Ooh, you know what? We need to talk about it because that thing is very controversial. I can't say controversial. It was an anime that had the potential to be very, very great.
Again with the throwbacks. See, now you're gonna have to be patient with me, Snuggle, because you're throwing me a lot of throwbacks.
No, Snuggle, when this show is over, put it in the comment. So it will be that the constant reminder to be like, no, we need to do this. We need to do this because there's some OG anime / cartoons. Remember, we found out some of the Japanese anime came to the US and helped produce some of the cartoons that we thought were cartoons. That was undercover anime. We talked about it, remember? In our first episode.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
We need to dive address some of these old school undercover anime that was given to us as cartoon. Not realize it was actually an anime to begin with. So Brave Star, I was thinking like, yo, you should have like at least 2 or 3 seasons.
Brave Star is an up and coming show. I ain't sure if we do it on the anime show or the hangout yet. Okay, well, Snuggles, there you go. You got your little confirmation. Peter may do it on the hangout, aka Saturdays, or it may be on the anime show, depending on where he likes to tickle his fancy. Knowing Peter, he's gonna snatch it and he's gonna put it on Saturday.
I don't like when Peter do that. He takes show that we should be talking on, and then guess what? We're gonna talk on Saturday. I'm like, one of these days, Me and Wild will hijack the show. Ain't shit he ain't gonna do about it.
I know someone could be like, hey, wait a minute, where did this thing came from? See, look. So, ladies and gentlemen,
We be warning him. Don't be taking our topic being on Saturday because one of these days you get a wrong topic you should never brought on a Saturday show. We will hijack the show.
I'm be
Real
like, oh, what
talk.
we watching? What we doing again? Oh, we doing that? Okay. So,
Mhm.
what do you want to do? What do you want to do? You want to bring this? You want to wrap this up and put this in, and then be like, just magically just pop this up here. You're gonna be like, hey, what the frick is this? I'm like, yeah, hey, look, you think we wasn't coming? We're coming.
We be giving him one of you to play. You just trying to play and say, okay, no problem. When we find out you took one of our topics we want to talk on and be on a Saturday show, okay, we'll get ready for that. We're like, it is Anime Unlock takeover of the Saturday show. This the real host. Y'all just the co-host.
Hey, what? You're gonna be like, you know what? Look here, let me put these two fuckers down real quick. Hey, what the fuck?
And we were like, access denied.
You're gonna be like, hey, you look here.
And
Oh
yeah,
man.
when we do access denied, you know what people gonna do? We should limit our talking. Shut the. I told Peter, keep playing that soundtrack. They will make an anime version of me doing the middle finger like. And this thing going Hame, or doing Super Saiyan level 3.
But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're good today. We're pretty much wrapped up everything for Soul Level as far as season 1 wise and extra. Thank you, Snuggles. Thank you, everybody else that came through. That's neither from around the world or however you came. Thank you guys for really tuning on in here.
Please leave your opinion about this anime Soul Level on season 1. What you feel about it? If it's a great anime or not. If you feel like something was lacking or missing. Because we will talk about every different anime on this show. Dissect. I just say that Soul Level have a long way to go. I believe it would be like 5 or 6 seasons. I might be wrong. They might do more depending
So
on
real
how they
quick,
talk about it.
Snuggles,
But
are you when you say lensman, right? Are you talking about Galactic Patrol lensman? Let me know. Because that's what popped up when I looked.
interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any anime, either OG or new school, classics, want to discuss about, we will dissect it because there are some things we want to go in on. Something I have to call out because we came across a few shows we did, production issues, politics, and so on. But
Oh my.
it is what it is. It's the show we do that in. So I am CBN Tech Talk, aka Black Baby, aka Bear Paw, Wale, aka Stylus Fireborn, aka that gritty lawyer. Don't mess with him. Word has meaning. Stick to the meaning. On that note,
Behold.
deuce.
Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.